How's it going, guys? My name's Clayton. This is my special guest.
Hey, it's Luke. What are we talking about today, Clayton?
Today we are going to be talking about dreams, how they work in the brain. We're going to branch off to lucid dreams, and we're going to touch on a theory that I have about deja vu and how that's connected to the dreams that we forget.
Let's go.
Uh,
There's
so,
a lot to take in.
yeah.
I'll figure it out.
To start off, what exactly do you know about dreams? Like, what is your full understanding?
Well, I'm a rookie when it comes to dreams, but I do know that there's like two words really associated with it. There's the literal meaning of going to bed, and either you just wake up or you watch like a short film, which some people they have more vivid dreams. It's like they're watching a film, and others it's like they're reading a book. But there's also dreams such as like your dream to be a business major.
Yeah. So today we're
I'm
actually
a,
going to
I'm a
be
rookie when it comes to it. I ain't even
uh,
in the draft.
today we're actually going to be talking about when you fall asleep.
Okay. All right.
Um, so are you the type of person to have vivid dreams, or are you the type of person to have like blurry, like not exactly knowing what you're actually looking at? Like you run away from a monster, and it's stupid and not interesting.
Um, I have to say I'm split. I got like split personalities with this. So like 10% of my dreams, I don't remember much of them. But then like the bigger portion of my dreams, they're super vivid. Like they will determine my mood for the day. Like I remember like a month ago, I had a really really crappy dream, and I thought it was real. And I woke up and just like it was like mind blowing. It was just mind blowing, and it ruined
Yeah.
my day for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's fair. I have a lot of those. I wake up where I get mad at people because they did
Yeah,
something in my dream.
I'm not that petty, but like I'm like the Batman meme where he's like crying while holding his parents, and then they like fade away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So on average, how many dreams do you think you have in a night?
in the night, I'd say it's either one super long like series, or it's anywhere between 3 to 5 like little mini like short films. But I'd say that's probably just the ones I could recollect. I wouldn't be surprised we have like a dream a second.
Yeah, so actually, we have about 4 to 6 dreams each night, whether we forget them or we remember them in the morning, which is crazy.
That's crazy. That's like
Even though it's like 8 hours of sleep, you're only having like 6 dreams.
yeah. Here's the thing. This I don't recall the last time I got 8 hours of sleep.
True. We are college students. That's fair. We're staying up
Well,
writing papers.
you, I'm sure, sleep a lot less than me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I stay up pretty late.
I stay up pretty late and I wake up pretty late, like 3 hours type of late.
Yeah. All right. So, do you know what goes on in your brain during a dream, or are you completely clueless about all of that?
I'm in the blind.
Yeah. So basically, in the brain, there's a series of complex chemical steps and circuits that serve as a switch to allow the higher cortical parts of the brain to be active while the body does not respond to signals as it normally does during the day. So basically, there are certain parts of your brain that are more active. Like, how do I explain this? So basically, there are parts of your brain that are active during sleep that make you feel like you're actually walking, but you're not actually walking, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. Like,
But
I know what you mean.
but that's only really in the cortex of your brain. See, I don't know exactly where the cortex is, but if I were to think, it's like the middle part of your brain.
There's something in me that tells me that you totally just Googled that,
Maybe.
and I totally saw the screen flash. I saw
Yeah.
it go down,
So
and it just went like bright Google white on your eyes and your face.
so yeah. The
Mr.
primal
Professor.
mortal, the primal
Yeah.
mortal cortex is in the middle, right here, and then there's a supplementary cortex which is just above it, which is like right here,
Yeah.
and I think that is where like the dreams happen. Like that's where all the different stuff happen.
Good dope. I enjoy that. That's good. I'm not too much for that information, but it's good to know.
Yeah. That's basically the cortex is responsible for the contents of the dream. Like I was talking about earlier, how if you're like running away from a monster, you know, if you're like running away from Larry the cow in your dream, or
Yeah.
or Barry
Larry the
Sanders the
Cow.
cow, you know.
That Barry Sanders cow was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever lucid dreamed before?
No, I don't. Not that I can recall. Tried. I remember being like 13, looking up how to lucid dream on YouTube.
That's
But
exactly
never.
what I did for this research. I looked up videos.
I
Did you
probably-
watch the Shane Dawson video?
No, I don't bring that man. Don't bring that up. Don't bring
Yeah.
it up.
That was a video that I watched on how to lucid dream. I also read a book. If I can find it,
You read?
I did. I read a little bit of the book.
I read the first page. I read the back cover.
No,
I
I
saw
read a
it was
couple
about
chapters
who
of
wrote
it.
it.
Let me find it. Exploring the World of Lucid Dreams by LeBerg. So basically,
Shout out to LeBerg, man.
huh?
Shout out to LeBerg.
Yeah. So I read a few chapters of like the main chapters of this book, and it told us to basically write down your dreams to try and like trick your mind into remembering a dream if you were to have reoccurring dreams.
Yeah.
And like to like hopefully try and remember that while you're actually dreaming. And then you would have a lucid dream. And I tried that for like a week and it didn't happen.
Because authors who write stuff like that are hacks. It's like in middle school trying to find a way to get the ray gun every time. They always lied.
Yeah. See, I don't think he's really lying though, because if you do,
It also could be an experience that is just it doesn't work for everybody. Like when on the back of the like microwave dinner box, it'll say like cook for 2 minutes 45. That's only for 900-watt microwaves. What if I got a 1100-watt?
true, you would have to cook it
Our
for
brains
less.
are like microwaves in a way.
Yeah.
Remember that, kids.
I actually learned that lucid dreams are more common during the REM sleep, which
Yes,
is
that-
rapid
I've heard
eye
that.
movement, which is the
Yeah.
deepest sleep. So what I think that happens is I don't go into as deep of a sleep as you need to be to like have a lucid dream. Because when I did a survey about like for everything, there was a lot of people that lucid dreamed before, and I thought it was like really rare. But apparently, there was a lot of people that had lucid dreams.
Also, it could just be a thing of like, oh, I think I've lucid dreamed, or oh, I don't want to be left out.
Yeah, that could be a thing. Could be like
It's
a
that act watch mentality.
yeah. But yeah, lucid dreaming's cool. I wish I could do it, and I hope that someday it would actually be true because I want to buy a hot dog from a dog, and
Do
I
you
can
get
only.
to like choose your destination, or do you like
Yeah, yeah,
spawn in a destination and you can do whatever?
yeah. So you spawn in a destination, and then
You
you
get
get
to
to
pick the destination.
choose. Yeah, you get to choose after that. You could be like, "Yo,
Does
I
it
want to be in
highlight?
Horizon Rock," and like the map
Yeah,
Horizon Rock.
yeah. It's from Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for everyone who
Yeah,
doesn't know.
and you would just spawn in there, and then you
Yeah.
could build
Shout
the
out to Jason
fireball.
Blundell, man.
You could build the fireball.
Yeah, no, I'm not building that one, but I agree with
Yeah,
everything else you
yeah.
said. Do you think you like? Do you start in like a blank white canvas type of room, like that SpongeBob and Squidward episode, where like they're going to all the dimensions, and he's like, future.
No, I actually like from what people said on the survey that I did was a lot of them started out in their like bed, like in their room.
Out of body experience, or our out of body experience is, um, just lucid dreams. That's not true. That's not.
Yeah, so basically like they would be
They're still
like
that.
dreaming and then they would like be in their bedroom and then they get to choose. Also, I learned that how to figure out that you're actually lucid dreaming is sometimes when it's like too close to actual real life that you can go to like the pantry and grab like a cereal box, and if you look on the back of the cereal box and like the like words are just a bunch of jumbled up letters, that's a dream. There's also a crazy thing that you could do.
No, nobody doing that. You're not gonna
Where
sit there and be like, "I'm lucid dreaming." Eating some cereal. Ain't nobody doing that.
Another thing you could do, which is probably more interesting, is you can go into a mirror and you could like grab your skin and you could like start pulling it as like far as you can or as want. Because like your brain doesn't fully know that like
I think this is
how
something that
far it can
happened to
go.
like one or two people, and then they reported about it. And then I think
Yeah.
someone tried it, and it was like their actual dream. Because I'm the one thing I do know about dreams is like they're usually inspired based off like where your mind is during that day.
Yeah.
So if you watch that video and you're like, dude, I gotta read the back of the cereal box in my dream. I gotta stretch Armstrong myself in a dream. You're going to dream about doing that.
Yeah.
You're probably going to dream about thinking of, oh my god, I'm lucid dreaming.
Yeah, so basically I'm glad you touched on that because um when you dream, it's taking like all the scenarios that happen throughout your day and it's like fully understanding it and like putting it into like your consciousness to know like if a problem arised, like what we would do. So that's why when we're younger, we actually have a lot of like bad dreams because we're thinking about like, oh, what if like a monster is chasing after me, and like how would I counteract that when I'm actually awake? That's what your brain is working on while you're sleeping. Or like more like when I was younger, I had a reoccurring dream that I was like this festival thing, and these people pulled up in a van and they like took me, and like I couldn't find my family. So like my brain was just trying to like, oh, if this happened, you're gonna do that to try and
That
counteract it.
is that your theory, or did someone else put this energy out into the world before you?
Um, it's more of my theory, but it very much could be true because that also relates into my theory on deja vu and how that could be put into the dreams that we forget.
Yeah, true. Or you do the same thing twice.
So basically, what my theory is for deja vu and why it might be connected to the dreams that like we forget is that like when you dream, you're often like you forget it moments after usually, and you wake up like not really remembering it, or like if you go up to somebody and be like, "Oh, I had this really cool dream," but like I don't know what it's about, you know. Um, You
clicking a
could,
little bit. Yeah.
yeah. Uh, but then deja vu is when like you're in that moment and you're like, oh, I feel like I've been this here before. I feel like I've done this. So basically, what deja vu could be connected to the dreams that we forget because like we already dreamed that this is going to happen because our brain is trying to help us in a situation that would be like I don't know how to explain it. So basically, like the dreams that we had to make us uh, counteract a problem in our real life, then comes up from like the back of our mind that we forgot, and it's put out. It's deja vu.
So you're telling me it's very possible that I had a dream about me walking down aisle 9 at Meyer, seeing a certain product on the bottom right shelf, and that was like mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I've been at this place before.
Yes.
Like that, like the song about deja vu.
Exactly. Exactly. That's
Shout out
what
to anime, man. Gotta be one of my favorite shows.
that's exactly what I think deja vu could be.
I think you just held back the biggest chuckle of your life.
I did not. No.
Oh,
But yeah, so during the events of deja vu, it's just a past memory from a dream that we've forgotten but has been triggered in the moment, forcing us to remember it in an eerie way. That's how I put it in like a definition.
I wouldn't say that deja vu is necessarily eerie.
But you said it blew your mind. So it was like, oh,
Well,
this.
blowing my mind doesn't like have to be eerie. I can sit down. Let's look at an example. I could sit down. I could listen to I could listen to a new song that came out. Let's say I'm listening to a new song by Red Veil, and I'm listening to it. There's all these different instruments. There's the 808s and the electric guitar, and the vocals just matching so well with the backing tracks. I could be like, this is mind blowing. Doesn't mean it's eerie. It could be the most hyped up song ever.
Yeah,
Doesn't
true.
mean it's eerie, but it's mind blowing to me.
Every time that I've had it, it's been a little bit eerie, but I see where you're coming from. Like, that makes
What, mind
sense.
blowingness or
Yeah, the
eerie?
mind blowing. Mind blowing.
So if you got like your mind blown, you just figured out like a fact. You're like, oh my god, I'm mind blown. It's always eerie to you, mainly
No,
eerie
no,
to
no,
you.
no. When I have deja vu, it's like in an
Oh,
eerie way. But I could see how it could be mind blowing.
yeah, okay, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All right.
mean, deja vu. If it's like with another person, if I have like a waiter at a restaurant, and I'm like, oh my god, this has happened before. That could be a little eerie, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know if it's like a lifestyle difference. I'm big on surprises, so deja vu it's cool to me. Once
Yeah.
it's eerie, it's cool.
All right. So we've been running for about 18-ish minutes. So to close it out, um, want to say that dreams possibly will never fully understand exactly how they work. Like we can have a chemical understanding and we can have like a mental understanding, but we'll never probably fully understand exactly, at least in this time like that we're alive.
Mhm.
We'll probably never like truly fully understand what is happening and why we dream, but we can have a mental and somewhat understanding because the brain is constantly being figured out like day by day, kind of just like how the ocean and space is like slowly being figured out because we're still trying to figure out like our bodies too. Um, so
Yeah,
yeah,
because we only explored like what 20% of the ocean.
yeah, and then
We've
about
probably only explored 1% of dreams, dude.
probably yeah, there's probably a lot more that we don't even know that we don't have the
Yeah,
technology to understand yet.
there's probably the probably most magnificent dreams of our lives. We probably don't even remember.
Probably because we always forget them when we wake up.
Yeah, I used to keep a dream journal for like 2 hours one day.
Yeah, I did that for about a week when I was writing this paper.
Do you have any cool dreams?
I had a bunch of weird dreams.
Did you ever have any guest appearances by your friends, or was it always
Yeah, it was.
centralized?
I actually had a lot of people in the dreams that I hung out with, like or talked to, like in the days before.
Was I ever a brother in that?
You were, you were one of them.
Nice.
Um, yeah. Surprisingly, during that week when we actually wrote down my dreams, I had a lot more dreams than if I weren't writing them down. So that's something to do if you guys want to have
And
more
also,
dreams.
that could be not you having more dreams. That could be you telling your brain, "Hey, I want to start remembering my dreams more." And you just
True.
start picking up on them more. You comprehend them better.
Yeah. The brain is
Yeah.
a powerful place. All
What would you
right.
say was like your favorite dream from that week? If you like remembered.
Um, probably there was one dream where I was in a city. It was like kind of like in New York City, and I was just sitting there, and there was a couple people that came up to me and was like, "Yo, you good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And then I walked into a
What was
store.
off the thin cart in New York City?
No, I walked into a store and I bought something. I don't remember what I bought, but
You got it the Aki way.
yeah, I bought like a sandwich or something. Uh,
You got and she.
yeah. But yeah, it was a crazy crazy week for dreams. Um, but yeah, so I think we're gonna end it there.
All right. Before we go, check out my new album, Atrocity Exhibition, out now on SoundCloud. Uh, but yeah, closing notes.
so thank you guys for watching and listening.
You
I really
like,
appreciate it.
I
Uh,
give him an
and
A. Please.
I hope that we opened up your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening and peace.